Your Highness, dear friend, I am delighted to see you again in Moscow. I would like to warmly welcome both you and your distinguished delegation. This year marks 55 years since the establishment of diplomatic relations between our countries. We greatly value your significant personal contribution to the advancement of the entire range of multifaceted and mutually beneficial Russia-Emirates strategic partnership, which is dynamically developing. A political dialogue has been established at the level of governments, parliaments, ministries, departments, and the business community. Fruitful interaction is taking place within the framework of multilateral formats. I won't list all the organizations, including, of course, beginning with the United Nations and other multilateral formats which are in demand and work effectively. The Emirates is our important trading partner in the Arab world. Bilateral trade turnover is steadily growing and developing. An intergovernmental commission is in place, with its meeting held a month ago in Dubai. At the same time, the Russian Emirates Business Forum was held for the first time. Investment cooperation is at a good level. The Russian Direct Investment Fund and the Mubadala Fund have implemented over 60 projects. Interactions in the realm of technology and industry are of an advanced nature. Yandex, our high-tech company, is promoting its services in the Emirates market. There are a number of significant initiatives in the energy sector. Traditionally, special attention is given to humanitarian contacts. In November, the Days of Russian Culture took place in the United Arab Emirates. The number of tourists from Russia visiting your country is growing annually. In the first 9 months of 2025, it was already 1.5 million people. Growth of 18%. Ties in the fields of education and science are developing fruitfully. At the Primakov Gymnasium in the Moscow region, there is a cooperation center with the Emirates, which were jointly visited in 2024. In the United Arab Emirates, there are branches of this gymnasium as well as the Plekhanov University. Plans include the opening of a Russian university and a youth science park under the auspices of the Sirius Center. Congratulations on the successful hosting of the second International Multisport Tournament Games of the Future in Abu Dhabi in December, and we thank you for supporting this Russian initiative. Our countries cooperated in the preparation of these competitions. Coordination is taking place on current international issues. Our approaches coincide in many ways. I especially want to note the efforts of the Emirati side in the context of the Ukrainian crisis, the contribution to the exchange of detainees, and assistance in organizing various forms of contacts in the territory of the United Arab Emirates. We highly value this, and we are grateful to you personally for ensuring the holding of trilateral security group negotiations in Abu Dhabi last week, for the attention given to our delegation. Our dialogue regarding the situation in the Middle East is also very relevant. We have repeatedly discussed the situation in the Palestine-Israel conflict zone and joint efforts to improve the humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip. Of course, the fundamental issue is the establishment of a full-fledged Palestinian state that would coexist in peace and security with Israel. This will allow for sustainable settlement and ensure long-term stability in the region. Of course, we all closely follow what is happening on the Iranian track. I would like to discuss all these issues with you, not only in such a broad sense, but also in a narrower composition. In August 2025, we conducted thorough negotiations here in the Kremlin, reviewed current issues of Russian-Emirati interaction, and outlined plans for its further development. I would propose Your Highness give an opportunity for our colleagues to speak on all the most sensitive and important issues for us, and then I would like to invite you to a working luncheon where we could talk about all these problems one-on-one.
Mr. President, I am delighted to meet you again and would like to thank you for your warm reception and hospitality. I also hope that 2026 will be a year of development and progress for Russia, as well as a year of prosperity for our bilateral relations. Mr. President, the relations between the UAE and Russia are based on a long-standing heritage of fruitful cooperation for more than 50 years. Our countries are linked by a strong partnership and sustainable cooperation in the economy, energy, investment, trade, technology, and others. We are committed to strengthening these relations and achieving our strategic partnership goals that serve the interests of both countries. There is no doubt that the Trade and Services Agreement the UAE and Russia signed last August will enhance investment and trade flows and support sustainable development between the two countries. The Economic Partnership Agreement between the UAE and the Eurasian Economic Union signed last June will also contribute to the economic relations between the UAE and Russia. Mr. President, thank you for supporting the UAE's mediation in the prisoner exchanges between Russia and Ukraine. This is a very important humanitarian issue. I would like to reiterate that the UAE supports all efforts aimed at achieving political and diplomatic solutions to conflicts that would contribute to global peace and stability. I would like to thank you once again for the warm reception and wish your country progress and prosperity.